Hey everyone. So today was Easter. I hope you all had a really nice day. I know I did. I got to spend the day with my daughter and granddaughter, and it was really nice. But I just wanted to share something that happened this week. So I got so excited about sharing all of my new videos and podcasts, and then a couple of days ago, I had something really interesting happen where I had shared something kind of from my heart out of concern on Facebook because of something that happened. It happened on Thursday. And then I had somebody ask me to take the post down. And for good reason, I respected that. And so I did. But then I came home, and for the next 2 days, I was like, okay, I don't have anything important to say. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. And I felt so stupid. And I felt like, again, like I didn't have a voice or a voice that anybody wanted to listen to. And I let those old patterns recycle in my head of being told for years, oh, you're not valuable, oh, you're stupid, oh, you have nothing worthy to say, oh, I let that start repeating in my head again, and I started to believe it again, and I got really depressed. And it's like, you know what, I'm just going to take my Facebook down, and I'm just going to keep to myself again, because here I tried for so long to finally speak up and share my voice, and then it's like nobody wants to hear it. They don't want me to share. And so I let those thoughts take over my brain and my heart, and I kind of went into this depression again. But then tonight I joined a Zoom group that somebody was doing, and she was kind of doing readings, and she was focusing on anxiety. So she let anybody who was experiencing a lot of anxiety join this Zoom, and she was able to pinpoint everybody's anxiety and where it's coming from. And one of the things she said to me was, I don't dare go big. I don't dare put myself out there because I'm afraid I'm not going to receive back the love or the support that I want. And it was so right, because for a long time I just held everything that was important to me inside because I didn't think anybody wanted to hear it, and so I didn't dare share it. And I went into that mode. So she said, before you get to that step, she says, first you get overwhelmed, you get stressed, and then you get discouraged, and then you start to feel like you're going to go over a cliff. And she says you got to stop yourself before you go through all of those steps. But it wasn't so much, so she was more speaking about anxiety, but this was more, okay, I recognize the steps of when I'm starting to feel that discouragement, and instead of letting myself slump down into it, it's like God gave me a voice. He gave me a reason to speak up, and yet I was I was allowing myself to shut myself down again, because this gal talked about how I don't have love for myself, so other people can't love me because they don't know how, because they don't see me loving myself. And so I thought, you know what, I'm not going to let my doubt and my fear of not being loved or supported get the best of me again. And I don't know, I guess I decided to overcome that doubt and fear and that discouragement of nobody wants to hear me. So there's always somebody that needs to hear what you have to say, even if other people are coming at you like, don't say that, don't post that, don't allow others to shut you down. Have enough respect for yourself to have the courage to step out and go big and say, you know what, I have something to say. God put me here for a reason. He put these thoughts into my mind and heart for a reason, and he told me to share them, and there's somebody who needs them, even if it's just me. So don't let the doubt and discouragement get you down. Keep going. You know, some of these posts I might just say for myself as my journal. But if you feel inclined to share, there's a reason for it. There's somebody who needs to hear what you have to say. So I am choosing to come out of that little slump that I was in for the weekend, and maybe it's just me that needs to do this for myself. So keep going. Keep using your voice. Know that you're important. Know that you have important things to say. Love yourself. And others will be drawn to that. I hope you all had a wonderful Easter. There's a lot I could say about that, but I've decided I'm going to start sharing some of my poems and music that I've written. I spent most of the day today writing this song that I'm trying to get ready for Mother's Day. And my daughter even said to me, "Mom, don't. Why are you doing that? You're stressing yourself." The stress of my music keeps my mind off other stresses that are far worse than stressing about music, like falling out of the sky and feeling like I'm going to splatter on the ground, and not feeling like people appreciate my voice, and wondering where I'm going to live in a month, and lots of other stresses I have because of my Lyme disease that keeps me from being able to work and not feeling supported by other people. It ties into everything I was feeling this weekend of not feeling important enough, not feeling valued, not feeling supported because somebody else who I thought I was going to get support from shut me down and shut me out and told me I wouldn't get that support. And maybe it's because I didn't feel like I deserved it. I don't know. I'm going to work on that. And I'm going to keep working on loving myself. And I hope you do the same. Have a beautiful rest of your night.